This afternoon will be decided by 2 falls, 2 submissions, or the 1 knockout to decide the winner. Presenting and introducing to you, coming from the red corner on my right, he makes his Rumble debut here this afternoon. He's just returned from a very successful tournament of man. Give a welcome, if you care to Kelly Sixx. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm sure you make a different sound when we ask you to welcome that high-flying star from Midway. It's KM Lane! 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 knockout. Commence wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Aaron Nix, the voice and host of Rumble Wrestling TV on the Rumble Wrestling Promotions YouTube channel. What a banger of an opener we have for you here in Ashford at the Stour Centre. Sold out, 400 strong, to witness some of the best professional wrestling that Britain has ever had to offer. And when you talk about the best in Britain, you can't talk about it without mentioning these 2 men as they lock up. Kelly Sixx in the red, gold and white trim versus KM Lane, that high-flying star in the, dare I say, purple, potentially lilac. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure the people at home will let us know. But KM Lane, of course, sporting the magnificent afro as always. The best haircut in the business. But Kelly Sixx giving him a run for his money, not only in the follicle department, but also in the wrestling department. Referee Matt Wilson in charge of this one-on-one contest as KM Lane looks to apply some beautiful athleticism, lovely kip-up escape, maintaining wrist lock control. And Kelly Sixx making his debut here at Rumble Wrestling, which is quite astonishing when you consider the number of years that he's been in the business. He is one of the best and most well-travelled wrestlers that the world has ever seen. Fresh off a tour of Japan, by the way, and he finally makes his debut here. And insinuating to referee Matt Wilson that KM Lane was pulling his hair. And this crowd are all over Kelly Sixx as we get things started here. Some of our magnificent fans there at ringside here at the Stour Centre in Ashford. Absolutely clad in green is the area. But ladies and gentlemen, what a matchup. KM Lane versus Kelly Sixx, fresh out the gate to open up things here in Ashford, and a real feeling out process between 2 of the best technical wrestlers you will ever see. But Kelly Sixx also no slouch in the high-flying department, a real hybrid athlete, one of the finest wrestlers walking this earth, and already asserting himself very nicely.
I did nothing.
KM Lane saying that Kelly Sixx might have been pulling his hair, and that might have very well been the case. Photographer Tony Ham at ringside. Don't forget to check out the Rumble Wrestling Promotions Facebook page to check out all of Tony's magnificent photography from this show and many, many more. Lovely sweep of the legs there by KM Lane. Quick pinfall, just if nothing else to test the waters, and one in reverse in riposte from Kelly Sixx himself. Now Kelly Sixx with that headlock applied, noticing the fact that he needs to keep KM Lane as grounded as possible. Lovely shoulder tackle, takes down KM Lane, and Kelly Sixx extremely confident, and rightfully so, considering the years of experience and the number of incredible opponents he has faced over the years. But amazingly, this is his debut for Rumble Wrestling, so a lot of our Rumble Wrestling fans may not necessarily be familiar with Kelly Sixx's work, but I can assure you, you will be after this contest. KM Lane sends Kelly Sixx off the ropes and hits him again with a lovely shoulder block, and a lot of posturing here from an incredibly confident man. Anyone who's had the opportunity to chat to Kelly Sixx like I have backstage will know just how confident, dare I say, just how arrogant he is. But he has a right to be with the level of wrestling acumen that he has on display. Headlock applied, a lovely headlock takeover.
Asking ref, he's given up.
No. I don't think that's quite the case. KM Lane says no, and now shoulders are down indeed. Referee Matt Wilson with a count there. That's the dangerous thing about something like a headlock takeover, especially when it's applied by someone the likes of Kelly Sixx. Kelly Sixx spending a lot of time drawing with the audience here. I think Kelly Sixx has much love when it comes to Ashford. Frankly, not exactly impressed with having to make his way down to Ashford from his base on the south coast, and now sending KM Lane off. So KM Lane returns with a shoulder block of his own. This young man is well put together himself. Another shoulder block, and Kelly Sixx is reeling in the center of the ring. Goes for the back elbow, but KM Lane ducks, goes for an Irish whip. That's countered. Lovely forearm strike by Kelly Sixx, halts the momentum, and now sends KM Lane off the ropes, who comes right back at him with a beautiful head scissors takeover, and now a lovely variation of the drop kick. Dare I say, I think he might have been looking for an Enziguri, which is why he didn't make probably as much contact as he would like. KM Lane likes to really drive that boot into the face of his opponents. KM Lane seems to have suffered a bit of a knock there to his ankle. Seems to be favouring his left ankle. Maybe he might have tweaked it on the landing there. High risk, high reward, as they always say. Irish whip is reversed. Kelly Sixx goes up ahead of steam, and KM Lane catches him with a boot coming in, and still looks, dare I say, slightly favourable. Oh, look at the crossbody, and look at the power of Kelly Sixx, plucking him out of midair, and a beautiful Michinoku driver. That scoop stand variation with a driver and a 2 count only. Wow, KM Lane. Dare I say, the hesitance, that moment, looking at that ankle, cost him dearly there, as Kelly Sixx was able to catch him flush, and maybe not quite as confident with the flying crossbody, and nothing fancy about that whatsoever, just stamping on the back of KM Lane, who's still favouring that left ankle in the corner. Kelly Sixx now all of a sudden in firm controls. Referee Matt Wilson looks to check on KM Lane, and trying to create some separation here, but I don't think Kelly Sixx is interested. A forearm strike once again, and now referee Matt Wilson asks for a bit of separation so he can check. Referee Matt Wilson, one of the very best referees in all of professional wrestling, and first aid trained as well, excuse me. So no doubt checking on the health and the well-being of KM Lane in this matchup. But KM Lane says he's still good to go, and Kelly Sixx catches him coming in, and not much pepper, not much salt on those strikes from KM Lane, and dare I say, with an injured wheel, that's certainly not going to help, as Kelly Sixx seems to isolate the left arm of KM Lane, and wow, KM Lane looks to be in serious trouble here. Irish whip into the corner, up and over. Oh man, see that? Landing on his feet and runs right into a back elbow. He's not able to build momentum because he's favouring that ankle. He can't focus on the task at hand. 2 count only from referee Matt Wilson. Kelly Sixx now very aware, like a rabid dog, has zoned in on that ankle and on that, oh man, he seems to have zoned in very much so on that left arm, and a vicious knife-edge chop. Something he no doubt would have learned from in Japan is how to put even more torque and damage on there. And now here's the aggressive side of Kelly Sixx, flexing, showing off to ANDmedia at ringside is Kelly Sixx, who now just launches KM Lane out of the ring, just dumps him out like a piece of trash. Dare I say, this might actually work in KM Lane's favour, although it's not a good thing to obviously be out there. Referee Matt Wilson checking on him once again, but this is giving KM Lane valuable time to recuperate his ankle. However, Matt Wilson is obligated to start a 10 count. KM Lane is certainly not going to want to lose a match, or at least a fall in this case, on a count out. Now looking for a sunset flip over the top. Kelly Sixx, beautiful roll. Oh, wait a minute, Kelly Sixx using the ropes. Kelly Sixx using the ropes. And then this 2 out of 3 falls matchup, ladies and gentlemen, traditional British rules. Kelly Sixx goes 1 fall to the good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first fall of this contest, and it goes to Kelly Sixx. First fall.
Well, referee Matt Wilson waiting for the second session, as Stephen Barker says. A wonderful prepare. And a reiteration of the second session there for Stephen Barker. Here we go, beautiful standing Enziguri for KM Lane, who's in serious trouble, by the way. Got a bad wheel, and now 1 fall down to Kelly Sixx with a bad wheel. You got to think, oh, beautiful by Kelly Sixx there, faking out KM Lane, asking him to go up top and catching him with a kitchen sink as he sticks that knee right in the midsection. Some people might know it as the Derby, of course, the kitchen sink, of course, as our stateside followers will know, and a lot of people from America, by the way, witnessing Rumble Wrestling on the Rumble Wrestling Promotions YouTube channel, all the way from places like Kentucky. We thank all of you for joining us here at Rumble Wrestling TV. You are exactly what makes what we do so special. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the Rumble Wrestling YouTube channel and witness all of the action completely free of charge. Kelly Sixx spending a little bit of time jaw-jacking at ringside and gets caught with a jaw-jack of his own as KM Lane starts to throw those strikes and now just buries the head into the turnbuckle and a knife-edge chop of his own. Kelly Sixx has got to build some momentum here. One fall down in a 2 out of 3 falls premise is not a good position to be in, especially when you consider a bad ankle and he's against an opponent of the caliber of Kelly Sixx, who catches him with a flapjack, hangs him up on the turnbuckle. Now, beautiful. Just look at that. This is a gorgeous springboard code breaker. Absolutely catches KM Lane flush. That could be enough, and just a 2 count only. But man, the athleticism. I spoke earlier about the fact that KM Lane is an incredible high flyer. Kelly Sixx no slouch in his own right, just scaling up the ropes like the king of the ropes himself and delivering a vicious code breaker out of the corner. Devastation from Brett's ropes from Kelly Sixx, who now looks like Irish Whip KM Lane into the corner, sends him up and over. Beautiful athleticism from KM Lane, especially when you consider that bad ankle. Sunset flip over the top. Once again, a little bit of deja vu for Kelly Sixx, and this time referee Matt Wilson says, "Oi, what do you think you're doing? Get your hands off the ropes." Rolls him up, pinfall attempt, and Kelly Sixx able to escape. KM Lane desperately looking to tie things up here. Lovely running bulldog face buster for KM Lane, who's going up for his patented lion soul. Oh my god, lands on his feet, and that is not good news. All that torque, all that aggression on the ankle, but he catches Kelly Sixx coming in with a boot. He's up to the second rope, and now over the top, rolls right through into a beautiful springboard crossbody from KM Lane to Kelly Sixx, who's got a deep pin, and KM Lane, just like that, has evened things up. Talk about going against the grain. KM Lane able to overcome all the odds to tie things up here.
After 11 minutes of wrestling, that's the second fall. It's an equaliser for KM Lane. Third and final session.
Well, here we go, the final session. 1 fall apiece between KM Lane and Kelly Sixx, and now a vicious knife-edge chop. You can see on our very special corner cam there, just the devastation that can be applied from something as simple as a chop, and KM Lane ducks the clothesline, ducks the back elbow attempt. Oh, look at that. KM Lane wise to what happened afterwards, and now a lovely back suplex applied. Kelly Sixx was looking for the up top fake out. KM Lane wise to it this time, slid right through his legs and delivered a gorgeous back suplex. And now KM Lane, amazingly, despite all the odds, is in the ascendancy in this one-on-one matchup with Kelly Sixx. Kelly Sixx a little bit groggy, a little bit out on his feet as we speak. The proverbial drunk man struggling to stand. And KM Lane looking to build up a head of steam with that stinger splash he likes to apply. But I've got to say, not a lot of pep in the step of KM Lane, but enough to... Oh, he was looking for the bulldog facebuster again. And Kelly Sixx used that momentum to crotch him on the ropes. And now a violent forearm shiver knocks KM Lane to the floor. A real knockout blow from the specialist himself. KM Lane struggling on his feet, and again a violent forearm shiver. You heard the connection there. Kelly Sixx, he's not pulling any punches here, and neither is he pulling with those knife-edge chops just tearing at the flesh. And now a variation of the camel clutch applied, Bubba, as Kelly Sixx is looking to just slowly deteriorate and slow down the momentum of KM Lane in the shadows of the Stour Centre here in Ashford. Referee Matt Wilson in perfect position, and KM Lane just dragging himself with all the will in the world to break the hold. And Kelly Sixx is now required to break the hold, and at 4 does just that. You don't want to get disqualified right now, because I'll tell you what, if you get disqualified here, you'll lose the contest. 1 fall apiece, essentially sudden death in his 2 out of 3 falls. Kelly Sixx would do wise to pay more attention to KM Lane instead of jaw-jacking with our audience here in Ashford. KM Lane up to the ropes, and now Kelly Sixx with the Irish whip off the ropes and a beautiful spinning back heel kick. Despite all the pain and suffering that KM Lane has gone through, he's still able to administer a beautiful spinning back heel kick. And now there's the big stinger splash with all the gusto you'd expect from KM Lane. Into the ropes, face buster. Look out, KM Lane, I think, is prepped and ready for that patented lion salt. Catches Kelly Sixx flush in the middle of the ring, and that will be that. KM Lane picks up the win at the expense of Kelly Sixx.